Hi, this is Chris Smith with HYPEsites. Over the past 10 years, we have helped over 400 companies succeed online. We have recently analyzed hundreds of restaurant websites and interviewed owners, staff, and consumers, and are pleased to announce a new initiative to work with restaurant owners and managers to help them increase profitability by matching website marketing and functionality with consumer preferences and shopping habits. We're breaking the information resulting from our research into a series of short and informative videos. Welcome to Part 1, Understanding Consumer Restaurant Search. Our research and experience show that fundamentally restaurant consumers follow a predictable path to researching and choosing restaurants. Restaurant selection is also affected by the consumer's current preference, dine-in or take-out with either pickup or delivery. Now let's take a look at how users search for restaurants. Potential diners are constantly searching for dining options. How will they find you? Typically through a restaurant genre, location search, or a search by your name. Remember, no matter how they find you, the end result is the same. They click on your website to learn more about your menu and your restaurant. Searchers who are not looking for a particular restaurant typically perform genre location searches. Best Italian, Delray Beach, romantic restaurant, Miami, etc. I'll use Italian and Delray Beach for my genre and location. The top 3 searches for dining for Italian food would be Italian restaurant near me, best Italian restaurants, Delray Beach, and from my phone, while located in Delray Beach and location service turned on, simply searching for Italian restaurant. All of these searches return similar but slightly different results. Depending on the time of day or market, there will be from 1 to 3 ads at the top of the page. Currently, no one is advertising for the term Italian restaurant at 9:30 at night in Delray Beach, which will be followed by the Google local pack, which has typically three restaurants with links to more places, followed by a number of listings which intermix individual restaurant sites with platform sites such as Yelp and Grubhub, etc. After taking out the local pack, there are only 10 search results, and typically a max of 4 to 5 will go to local restaurants, with the rest going to review sites like Yelp or TripAdvisor, platform sites like OpenTable, Delivery Dudes, or Grubhub, directory sites like Yellow Pages, and finally news sites like local newspaper lists or reviews. Let's also consider a consumer searching for Cafe Frankie's by name. Often the searcher doesn't remember the restaurant's full name accurately and completely and may do a partial search, such as in this case, Frankie's instead of Cafe Frankie's. I typically will still get a good search result here with my restaurant appearing hopefully in the service pack and near the top of the page. Here there's also a Frankie's Pizza, which appears to be fairly popular, so I have to compete with it on the page, but I know in this case I'm looking for Cafe Frankie's. And in a best case scenario, the searcher actually enters the restaurant name exactly, Cafe Frankie's, and you get a result page that's full of listings that only relate to your site and include your Google My Business listing on the right hand side. No matter which search path is taken, the searcher clicks through to your website. When they do, make sure you give them what they're looking for. Restaurants are the most searched industry by consumers. Your prospect is looking for one of the following things in the following order: your food menu, your contact information, that's your phone number as well, your, your hours, your reviews, links to takeout, delivery, and reservations. As you can see, Google is aware of this and includes all this information in the Google My Business listing, but you need to do the same thing and make sure that all this information or links to it are displayed prominently and early on your home page and in your navigation. Let's revisit our Italian restaurant, Cafe Frankie's, this time taking a look at their website. Okay, there's the location information, telephone, location, menu, everything is there in spite of a slightly dated appearance and this incredibly difficult to read color scheme of red on black. I'm able to locate the menu and can read it, although it is an image menu, not a text menu, which means that Google can't index it and we could have some issues with display on other devices. Let's take a look at another restaurant, this one more upscale, a steakhouse, Salt 7. Here we see their listing has all the extensions. Because of good SEO, it even has images. Here's our Google My Business listing, again with reservations, order delivery, menu on Salt 7, but reservations on OpenTable and ordering on Grubhub. How does the site look? Very nice, very visual, very inviting. The menu is easy to find. It is disappointingly an image menu, and it is just small enough where some viewers would have a little bit of issue reading it even on a laptop or desktop. During peak dining times, 95% of website visitors for restaurants are coming from a mobile search. Most restaurant websites totally fail to take this statistic into consideration and ignore the fact that how your website looks and works on a phone can cost you 95% of your traffic. Let's look again at Cafe Frankie's and Salt 7 on a smartphone. Cafe Frankie's looks even more dated, and the navigation is somewhat confusing, but I am able to find and load the menu, but the scale at which the image is displayed at is such that I have to pinch and scroll or zoom and scroll and have difficulty reading the menu. Let's take a look at Salt 7. As I would expect, very nice, looks great on a phone. How about the menu? Disappointingly, that image menu here bites us, and that it's very difficult to read, and it's just, as a matter of fact, it's unreadable on a smartphone. Mobile searchers have no loyalty and even less patience. Can you imagine being idling outside or at a red light trying to make a determination of whether or not to eat at one of these restaurants and trying to read the menu quickly so that they can make that decision before they have to move on and look for the next restaurant down the road. The takeaway from this is that if your restaurant menu is not easily readable and navigable on a smartphone, you will lose up to 95% of the consumers who visit your site, even those who search specifically for you by name. Successful mobile search is critical because 90% of all restaurant searchers go to a restaurant in the same day or order takeout. 64% of these searchers do it within 1 hour, and an additional 26% do it within the same day. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you've learned something. In our next video, we will address how to cost-effectively address online ordering.